Old friends.
Alright.
Meet yet again.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to a little more Star Rail. Yeah, we're taking it a little easier tonight as well, so since yesterday we didn't really get to do any companion quests, we just did side quests the whole time. Yeah, now we're going to properly do companion quests. So let's start with this one, I guess, since we have the opportunity.
All remains as it did yesterday.
No, I don't know whose one this is, but I guess we'll find out. We'll check out that side quest later as well. Apparently you were supposed to help with some investigation or other, I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
Coming. Stop yelling. Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see.
Ah.
What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
I think that's...
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Yeah, so that's luocha. I'm not fully updated with like Honkai Impact Dirt stuff, but apparently that's like those are scenes from that game, I think, because World is apparently from that game, like directly that character, and luocha resembles a character from that game as well, and they have a history. That's all I know.
Which one? Let me see.
I thought we talked about copying people.
Haha.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Luocha. His name is Luocha.
That's right, luocha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name, something to do with coughing. And it was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Lawfu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Luocha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting to investigate. What was he doing in the days leading up to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection?
That's complicated. Come with me to the Four-Square Mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Luocha's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area. Luocha arrived on the Luofu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron.
So I guess this is Luocha's companion mission then, right? Although we're not directly finding out, or we're not directly interacting with him, we're finding out about him a little bit. Eureka, that solves everything.
If that were the case, the Realm Keeping Commission would have arrested him by now. Why look to us for help?
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, this is gonna be a tough case to crack if even my instincts are off.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected. We will, in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations. So, if you feel this Luocha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Mr. Wild Yang, you sound
Mr.
racist.
Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book by its...
Cover?
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Luocha is involved somehow.
All you have to do is come out and say, I've met him in the multiverse before and he was a bad guy. Or something. I guess. Is that what you're implying? That's what you're implying, ain't you?
Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one. Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Psycrane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash. One thing though, don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry, the Express crew keeps its promises. We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
Alrighty, let's see. Well, if you want to ask him, he's right here. He's a weird shifty
Family
fella.
matters are always tricky.
He's a weird shifty fella, you know. Don't worry about it. What's up, Mr. Yang? You looking for me?
Xianzhou, but we're already investigating the mysterious disappearance of Luocha. Am I? I feel pretty normal. Anyway, this case has really got my detective blood pumping. I need to get to the bottom of it. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best investigative mind on the Express at this point.
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler Mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission ever since. I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over 200 years later.
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character, the Angler, is a healer. Why didn't you want to join the Alchemy Commission instead?
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, the threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me to reach.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be easy?
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a satisfying feeling.
Wow! Good for you, Miss Qingyan.
Sounds like you really care.
Okay. Guess we talked to Welt.
I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Xianzhou delicacies later. I'm glad to hear you say that.
I did want to say something, though. I don't think Mr. Yang is the kind of person to make a judgment based only on instinct.
It's not something I need to conceal from you. As you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways.
He's dropping the
Same is
multiverse
true of
lore.
the people on those worlds. That's why it's possible for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
I knew she was suspicious.
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the nicest girl in the galaxy.
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this luocha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion. That's why the moment I laid eyes on him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but...
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Right?
It isn't our trust you need.
You're right. The key is whether the Realm Keeping Commission will trust a judgment based on this logic.
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission is unable to accept a judgment like this.
She heard
It's
us.
not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusations. I hope you understand.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
Yeah, they're just casually like, oh yeah, we know the multiverse is real, by the way.
Matters are all
I can bring up the data anytime from here. Are you ready? All right, follow me. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrane system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
This is your forte. Over to you.
I'm guessing it's going to be a puzzle.
That's right. And you're the sidekick.
Excuse me? Watch across the street and turned into a strange corner. It looks dangerous there, but he didn't seem care at all. He paced in with nothing but a sword in hand. Walked out of a small inn without any heavy luggage. Walked into a spare time bookshop, stepped out afterward, left with nothing in hand. Looked at the distance of the dock with his coffin. Just left the Starskiff, maybe he's waiting for a new Starskiff. Walks for a while, puts aside his luggage, waiting by the dock.
What do you think? Any idea what the correct order is?
Oh, okay. Well, 4 is definitely the first one. Well, it's 4 to 3 one then.
Let me see if this order works. Luocha exits the Starskiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all.
Excuse you.
Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a Starskiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock? That's so suspicious.
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunshou Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of Divine Foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
The key question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll be waiting. Patiently.
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon as possible. Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course. It'll take more time. I can't hand them over just now.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
Huh? Isn't this a scene from the Angler mystery?
That nose gone to your head.
Shush, you're being annoying. I'm not kidding. This is straight out of the book.
Now that you mention it.
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. 2 agents in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the Angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
Does this sound familiar, chat? Do you know what they're referencing? Because they're referencing something. Because this game really loves its references.
Their tea must be stronger than Himiko's coffee.
Family matters are always tricky.
The Tea Society is just a code name. Did you think they'd call themselves the Evil Society? They have to have a nice-sounding name to conceal themselves.
So, March, what you
She
mean
sounds
is
so offended
the two
too.
people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged luocha?
What if a crazy angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping!
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
True, the hair are completely different.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, Marge. No de-aging, no angler.
Haha.
Family matters are always tricky.
And the child is a girl.
A detective's initial conjectures are bound to be wrong. Totally expected.
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
All right, let's go! Time to interview the witness.
So I don't think we're gonna get too much info. They're keeping Luocha as like some big player in a later part of the story, probably. So we're probably not gonna get too much. Kind of like with the March quest, you know, you get a little tease but not much. So I guess we shall see.
I don't see the shopkeeper. Let's look for her in the area.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You two go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Okay, let's go. Huh? A supernatural tales anthology? Sounds like a good bedtime read. Might stop me daring to run to the bathroom at night, though.
Away on temporary
Looks
business.
like Yinshu isn't here after all. Where could she be?
Have an errand to run, please trust off me while I'm gone.
So she asked someone to look after the shop for her. But where are they? Looks like they must have left too. A new addition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Luofu. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy. Su Fong is the greatest.
I don't think that's relevant info, March.
Hey, mister. Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of Spare Time Bookshop?
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu? Yeah, I am. Something wrong?
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Because we're asking nicely? What's with the attitude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Pay you? What is this? You want paying for a simple favor?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type. What should we do?
We have no money, but we can pay you with a beatdown.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
The question is, do you know who we are?
Smooth. Real smooth, March. We're from the Tea Society.
Oh, you mean like the one in that work of fiction? Who are you trying to kid?
Huh. And who do you think were the inspiration for the Tea Society? Us, that's who.
Sounds like a pack of lies. Still, they don't seem like pushovers. Dang it! Am I in trouble? Ugh, better to live and find another day. Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inchu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired. You know, she's not been gone long. Probably finishing up her food right now.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
Why are you so cringe, March? Why you gotta be like that, March?
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop? There's something we want to talk to you about.
Yeah, that's me. Can I help you?
You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way.
Oh, okay. Let's go. That footage, I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did.
So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the Outworlder was doing?
Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing... they smell pretty bad. I guess that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Psycrane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now, he did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget? He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it. After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to the back of my mind.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it, here, you can have it.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How could he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable. If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous object onto the Luofu. The Hao and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
Think so.
Exactly. I think Luocha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Psycrane data was lost.
So, is this a dead end?
Oh, phone call. A message, I guess. I've got some fixed recordings.
That's more like it! New clues always turn up in the nick of time!
It's really funny because I'm running around as him.
So, we now know what time Luocha left the open area.
Nice! You found footage of him leaving?
Yes, according to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? He must have been up to something.
Diarrhea? Afternoon nap?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Refined wardrobe, elegant bearing. He may be a villain, but he doesn't look like someone who'd give up on finding a bathroom, even in an emergency. It's a shame no Psycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Luocha is getting more suspicious by the minute. Psst. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little restless?
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here. However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
How does he always hear us?
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to. Let me know if you need anything. You know how to reach me.
Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Luocha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Oh? And what do you have in mind, Detective? Fieldwork?
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the angler once said, a true detective operates as effectively from their armchair as from the scene of the crime.
Or to put it another way, I'm too lazy to explore the map.
It's too early to start field work. We must wait until my deduction is complete. Then when we arrive at the scene, you'll see that the facts match my theory to a T.
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Mr. Yang is the best! Ready? I'm gonna start my reconstruction. Okay, here we go. Explain Explaining a theory in front of everyone is more nerve-wracking than I expected.
Spit it out, March. Oh boy, we're going into her delusions. Well, mono imaginary, I guess let's go. We'll just murder everything along the way because we're that powerful.
Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
And now I'm luocha.
What is that voice? Mr. Yang, I'm scared.
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in such a small area for 2 hours.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset. It's locked all year round.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of Stellaron smuggler would he be if he couldn't get past a door?
You think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
I think I'm actually going insane.
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
But it was March.
Rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if Luocha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Alright. Oh. I got really mixed up there for a sec.
Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hiding in plain sight, perhaps. Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with a quick route?
Ahem. What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
We're trying to uncover what Luocha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
True. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined. Come on, let's start over.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to enter here must face a delicious fate.
Who is even doing the voice acting right now?
Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain. Have at you!
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed. To the cross. But
I'm not sure even this many enemies will take that long though.
The dead return!
this is double speed.
Monster layers in black market spaces, I doubt the Luofu has any of that. At least I doubt things of that nature existed before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're already assuming that luocha came here to sell the Stellaron to a bunch of cutthroats. May as well throw in some monsters here and there.
Is this a detective story or an action movie?
The Angler is both a detective and a fighter. Anyway, it's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what luocha ran into. Why not use our own interpretation to bridge the gap?
I suppose that makes some kind of sense.
Makes sense how? Am I the only sane person here?
I don't see any major plot holes.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going forward. I wonder, just who is the buyer interested in the Stellaron? The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Plausible. Looking at the map, this place is well hidden.
Stop right there. State your business.
No, that's Puar, the Tea Society's gatekeeper.
Isn't Puar a type of tea?
That's right! He's a member of the Tea Society, so naturally he chose a type of tea as his alias.
Hey, I'm talking to you. What's your business here?
Hey, I'm walking
Can
here.
you tell him to be less aggressive?
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask whether you're here on business, or...
Never mind.
I have a delivery for your boss. I need to give it to him in person. If you could let him know I'm here.
Delivery? Ah, yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting for you. I'm afraid I'll need to see some ID first.
I wonder if luocha has something prepared for this moment.
Yeah, the title page. Yeah.
That's the code. So you're the one. Wait here a moment. I'll call the boss right away.
Take your time.
Puar takes the page and goes to find the boss. Before long, luocha sees an imposing figure walking towards him.
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, that got me. Hey, look who it is. Someone we haven't seen actually take a role in any other thing so far. Howdy. What are you doing here, Pom Pom?
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
You know what? Fair.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble. Let's see this delivery and make it snappy.
The milk tea?
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Easy now. The item in question is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra precautions.
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
It kinda works. right?
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
War crimes pom pom.
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item. I'll take my leave.
Yes, you will. Permanently. Puar, get rid of him.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those. To keep our little secret safe, I'm afraid I need to take special measures.
Quite sensible when you think about it.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story... Speaking of which, when did I turn into an Arumaton?
Uh-huh.
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an Arumaton in dire situations.
Okay.
Well, it's just given up.
And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum.
Blood-cleansing dragon.
Time for a fun.
To the clouds! Bullets! From the blue! I can take it.
Time for a fun.
Gale Force!
This is double speed.
Receive divinity. The dead return! Repay.
To the clouds! Bullets! From the blue! Gale Force!
Darn it! This isn't over.
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum. Cloud Knights could show up at any minute. Better get going.
And so Luocha has to make a break for it. But where to? Let me have a look at the map. Aha! Gotcha!
Transaction failed. The Cloud Knights are coming. Run! Well, they appear to be already here. But we running.
Halt! Who goes there?
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
Climb aboard, Luocha. Time to get out of here.
Why is it me?
So Luocha hopped on a star skiff and fled with the help of his accomplice. And that, ladies and gents, is the truth behind Luocha's disappearance.
So, who was piloting the star skiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was her.
How come I got dragged into this?
No one gets left out of my stories.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few questions. For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in side crane footage 2 hours later? Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did so many monsters show up without warning? Last but not least, Even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
Oh, you're right, Mr. Yang. I guess I can't compete with the angler just yet. You know what? Time for some field work. Maybe the answers to our questions are waiting for us at the scene.
So basically,
that might be the best approach. Let's go.
So basically, that entire thing was a waste of time. And it was just there so that Marge could go on a wild flight of fancy.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone. Can you help us?
He's got blonde hair, and judging by the way he's dressed, I'd say he was an outworlder.
A traveler with blonde hair? Could it be? May I ask why you're looking for him?
He saved our life.
Since when did we start sharing a life?
Backen, we're not rehearsing.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder bear any resemblance to our suspect here?
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha, he rescued both of us.
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
It was the day before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the Arbor incident, we never had the time.
Are you two... the people in dark clothing? What's with the wardrobe change?
Dark clothing? Ah, I know what you're talking about. What a pair of clowns we are. Dark clothing.
We fell into a ditch.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice our new routine. We found a place, eventually. A little dilapidated, but nice and quiet. Shame about the giant ditch.
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Fourth, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Fourth's got your back!" 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet. We were covered head to toe in... Anyway, I assume that's why you thought we had dark clothing on. A dignified story, I'm sure you'll agree.
Oh boy.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind stranger. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
So basically, he saved them from deep shit.
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No, we can't thank you enough.
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give you a prescription. Make sure to use the medicine and get some good rest. There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll take our leave now.
Watch your step. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
You mean to say wouldn't want to find yourself in another... Wouldn't you find yourself in deep shit again?
He gave us.
A paper flower? It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
The paper looks familiar. Can I open it?
Of course! We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see. Of course!
What is it?
It's the title page of the Angler Mystery! The prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about? Take a look yourself.
Bro. Bro, not cool, bro. Excuse you. Wow, what a dick.
The immortal spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I'm starting to think the luocha we envision doesn't square with a real one. Would a villain do a good deed like this?
So he paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler.
Oh, okay.
He must be
I
a
thought
fan
he
of this
wrote it.
book, too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad.
So, oh, that's just the end of it, huh? So we learned literally nothing about him. Absolutely nothing. But March got to have fun of it though. I should check the CCTV again? Okay. Well, we know he's up to weird stuff anyway because like, you know, this quest came up before the new patch, so we know about it. Alright. Well, they would have told us to check it anyway, so now we can take a look at it.
Worry not. I'll handle it. Yes, none of this is our concern. The journey has only just begun to...
Huh? Where'd the sound go? Don't do this to me. Hearing half a sentence is like developing half a photo. I'll be up all night thinking about it.
Well, I mean, I'm playing as him right now. I just looked at it myself. Lel. Alright. You'll have to wait until a later patch to find out what he's up to. Eventually. Okay, I guess we'll move on to the next... Hang on, got something to pick up. Yep, alright. So we have a couple more companion quests that we haven't done yet on the list. Does anyone have any preference as to which one we should tackle next? If not, I guess we'll just grab something on the list. Are there more untriggered ones we haven't done yet? Not on the list yet. This is probably Nat. This is Hook, I think. I don't know whose this one is. Bailu? Might be Bailu. And this, I don't actually know whose one this is either. Well, since we're in the area, let's do the mystery one then, since we don't know whose quest this is. I guess we'll find out.
High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Looks like there's smoke
this
rising in the
Yukong's?
distance. Miss Shikue sent us
Alright,
a
cool.
crane.
We'll check
See
this
if
out
you can
then.
get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Good price. Hassle-free chartering.
Is this it? Why is there a puzzle icon on it?
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside.
Ah.
If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Funny, funny.
Not good. Looks like the crash disturbed monsters in the area. We need to get there, fast.
I mean, I know this part of the map. There's not that many places he could have gone. Unless he just suddenly spawned in over there. Don't think so. Ah.
There. That must be who Miss Shikue asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Sorry. I'm a little sleepy. Like, legitimately, I am a little sleepy. I'm kinda just putting up with it, you know? Y'all just have to deal with it. I'm a little low energy. I would have started Spooky Month tonight if I was more up to it, but I ain't feeling it too well tonight just yet. So yeah, please bear with me, I guess. Why am I should just teleport down there.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
Okay, see you later then.
No, it's too late to call for backup. Don't worry, Miss Ching Ni. The Skyfaring Commission sent us to help.
World-cleansing dragon.
Time for a plunge.
Gale Force.
Time for a plunge.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Ching Ni. We're not abandoning you.
Hey, you think we can't take it? So yeah, let's get out of here.
Hold out a little longer. I know you can do it.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Well, hey Yukong, you were in our party just now. Why you dawdle?
Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Ching Ni. We're coming to get you!
She's right there too, in the party.
From the boat!
Cannon!
The dead return!
This is double speed. Time for a plunge.
That wasn't in the team though. Well, she ran away, that's why.
Gale Force!
World-cleansing dragon.
Well, I don't even have Welt, so you know, immersion impossible.
Oh, Grace.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
From the bow!
Rise!
Nothing major.
The dead return!
Hooray, we rescued him.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
Oh, you're in trouble, young lady.
Qing Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
It was all thanks to Madame Yukong's timely appearance.
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair, yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way. I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Qing Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qing Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
Ugh, you always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing Ni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her.
You mean a scary mom side?
You have a unique way of putting things.
I romance
But
trash
you're
cans.
Not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy.
Wait, he's a dad?
But there's something I don't understand.
He's married?
Yes, Qing Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
Alright. To the palace!
Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace.
Thank you for the tea!
Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum.
Got it. Attempt to romance the teacups.
Let's head out before it gets late.
Alright. Since this is Yukong's quest, we will play as Yukong. For maximum immersion. Yes.
Another busy day ahead of us? Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life!
Well, what are we about to walk into, chat? Is the set of teen drama?
You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going?
Ah, so it's a Disney movie. Got it.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Multiple Disney movies at that.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time. You're right. An oversight on my part.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
Meanwhile, the daughter is off somewhere
Please
having a
accept
Disney
these
song.
gifts as thanks for
She's singing a
saving my
musical to
daughter.
herself.
I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
Yeah, she's off in the corner having her I Want song somewhere, you know. Wait, I didn't do the funny thing yet, chat. Hang on. Hang on. I forgot to do the funny. We ran off without thinking. Ah, darn it, she's moved. She's moved somewhere else. I don't know where she is now. Damn it. I wanted to park next to her. Oh well. I will just do my job, I guess. Okay, moving on.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
It's the parent-child relationship.
So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great.
No, I don't have
I mean,
parents.
I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now.
I'm an
I
adult.
have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
Don't think I have qualifications. When it comes to family stuff, I'll leave it to Mr. Yang.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Starwatcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Lafu.
Except we're going as her mom.
Makes sense.
So things are gonna be weird and awkward. Don't worry about it though.
We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Lafu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, Mung Bean Soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable?
Are you sure you're not angry at us rescuing you?
That bad? Sorry. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
Speak, not haste.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death.
Isn't that like an ace?
I know she's right.
That's an Ace Combat
I know
slogan.
being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job, but I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Qingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy starskiff,
they'll become a toy salesman.
What? No, it means they'll become a pilot. Mom reached for the starskiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot.
Do they even have daytime and nighttime
Later,
in the
she achieved
Xianzhou?
miracles. One time, she destroyed
It's
3
all,
beast ships
like,
in a hail of Barisan
controlled climbing
anti-aircraft
anyway.
fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed.
I think
I'm
the time
proud
of
to
day
be
is
Madame
whatever they
Yukong's
want it to be.
daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a starskiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a starskiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a starskiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
All right. Let's pop over and technically pick it up ourselves, cause
Speak, not haste. The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise.
who do you think I am, Beating?
Your powers of perception are impressive, that's all. I think you're the right person for the job.
Alright, alright. Because I'm the only one who knows how to operate this thing, clearly.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember?
Alright, alright.
You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the divine beast fortune pattern?
You're so smart, Mr. Yang.
Well, I only recently found out about it.
Let's stare at the spears.
A devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop. A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky live in a cage?
See, I knew she was gonna say that. It was extremely obvious you're gonna make the comparison. I wanna go where the people are.
This is too big for a trinket.
Well, that's all you have to say about that. Yeah, you're picking up what I'm putting down, chat. You got it.
Mom always
I want
carries this trinket
adventure
around with
in
her,
the
but I
great
never
right
realized there was something
somewhere.
inside. Is this the hunt crest?
More than not.
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth. I think we should try General Jing Yuan first. He's been busy at the Seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helm Master Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helm Master Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
Do we really know Jing Yuan that well?
Don't worry. General Jing Yuan is understanding. I'm sure a small visit won't trouble him, especially if it's about a young girl's future.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskip Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
I'm trying to remember what other I Want songs there are out of Disney, because there's a bunch of them. A lot of them have them, you know? The one from Tangled.
Another busy day ahead of us.
Darn, that one's too new. I don't remember most of the songs there. They're a little less Broadway and a little more top 20 pop radio, so I remember. I'm not sure I Just Can't Wait to Be King works in this scenario, but you're not wrong. And also the Tangled one is about wanting to see the world. So also not quite applicable, but sure, we'll go with that.
Would you like me to relay your message?
If I can think of any others, I'll bring it up.
Mr. Yang.
This is what Sleepy Korog ends up going like
What
that.
brings you to the seat of divine
half
this time?
half remembered tangents.
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong, seldom seen but often feared temper, was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
Darn, he knows everything.
That Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot? Did Qingni tell you any of this? It all serves to remind me. A long time ago, a young Foxian girl, charged by the Knights with a high-speed flight violation, was brought before me as punishment. Now, she's the Madam Helmmaster, my equal. If I were to turn back the sands of time and try to convince my past self that the little girl in front of me would one day become a wise and experienced Helmmaster, I would have probably never have believed it. The Yukong of the past was nothing like she is now, spending her days surrounded by documents at her desk. She was a flaming wind. The only one who could ever calm her was her comrade.
You mean like a wingman?
Yes. Large fighter starscapes need to be operated in pairs.
Oh yeah, that's what
One
they're talking
pilot takes
about.
the helm, the other controls the turrets. The legend of the ace fighter pilot is incomplete without the ace gunner. Yukong's partner was Sai.
That's not how you
Both
say
at
that.
the controls and behind
That
the
name,
turret.
though.
Sai was like a cold blade.
Okay, that's closer.
Efficient, decisive, unfeeling when she had to be. It's hard to imagine such contrasting personalities working in perfect harmony. As I mentioned, the campaign inflicted heavy losses on the Xianzhou Air Force.
I wonder where this is going.
This is...
Do you have a dead
a
wingman?
divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Where did you find this?
Picked it up off the road.
Which road? I should head there myself. A divine object like this possesses a market value of at least 20,000 strails.
Holy shit, we're rich!
She's kidding. This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tsai, perished on the battlefield.
Yeah, sounds
I
about
don't have
right.
any other questions. Thank you, General.
Sounds about right.
I
Dead
do not
wingman?
wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, The mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Jingyi.
Alrighty. Also, chat, I remembered which I1 song is the most applicable here. And, no shit, I didn't think of it. It's Moana. Right? I mean, that's about sailing instead of flying planes, but it is exactly that. That's the one. That's the one we were thinking of. Do you know, and this is how you say this name, chat, Tai. Well, I don't know the exact intonations without seeing the actual characters, but it's Tai. Not Sai, not Tai, not like whatever he was saying. He was a little inconsistent. It's Tai. Which means vegetable. Well, I mean, it can mean vegetable. That's the most common usage of it, but, yeah. ... Guess there'll be some connection. Tai? Oh yeah, that's true. That's the... I didn't think of that. You're right, chat. But like as a noun, I guess. As a noun, it would probably be vegetable. That's a conjunction.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk.
She skipped work.
My mom isn't the irresponsible type. She only skips work if she's managed to delegate everything.
So she does skip work.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other.
It's a bit childish.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Jingyi. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Jingyi?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Jingyi. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Oh, this terminal.
Mr. Yang Ming is a stickler for rules. I don't want to annoy him. Let's go to a different device. We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helmmaster's personal archive. Oh, I got it! Let's go take a look. It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Miss Qingmi, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingmi. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine.
It's funny because he's actually a lot
They're
older.
just her notes on life as a pilot.
Yeah, he has rules for these things. It's funny because he himself is very, very old. I think. I'm not actually fully sure, but that's what I heard.
I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. There are some lines he won't cross. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
Enemy partners. Racing stars is legally in the city with arrivals. Before the flying a few. Let me see for combat vision. Reading. Pretty satisfied with my life right now. If you want to never righteous cause of ridding demonic activities, just the act of flying. From racing stars kiss, not the anchors down. A lot of flowery language about the nature of the cockpit. You're always like this no matter what terrible things. Together for over 100 years and I think we understand each other very well. It's comfortable. Well, his heart beats feel like it's gouged out. Never shown Guangyu on my good side. No matter how rude he was, he was always kind to me. It's really amazing. Can't imagine what it was like in his final moments. Oh, someone else died, huh? Since you're recuperating, the real just dumped them on you. I mean, actually in the midst of such a cruel war, space combat is different from ground combat. The way reality presents itself before me. The nature of war. War is heck. War is heck. Something something bad call signs. And then they died. Hero pilot. Luck is not on your side. This is just Top Gun, isn't it? Chad, this is just Top Gun. Now my songs are going from Disney to Kenny Loggins.
The Helmmaster's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around?
Highway
What do you have in your
to
hands?
the danger
Let me see.
zone.
Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
Da, 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 da,
Qingmi, I know
da,
Madame
da,
Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is
da,
tough
da.
for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to Helmmaster.
I've been here for a long time, Qingmi. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. This divine object, if I remember correctly, it's the one Madame Yukong always carries with her? I heard the war that forged this object was only won thanks to the Rainbow Arbiter's blessing. If Madame Yukong still carries objects from that pilot, then perhaps she still longs for the sky.
If Mom still longs for the sky, then why does she no longer fly?
Perhaps Tsai's passing was too much for her. You shouldn't be asking me about this. Ask your mother. Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guangyun couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
I have a quick aside. I've been saying it for Xian this whole time because I thought it was Chinese, you know. And like it kind of makes sense, you know, for Xian could be a Chinese term. You're telling me it's Foxian this whole time? It's a weird English conjunction, not a Chinese. Okay. Alright. I'm learning so much today. I'm not gonna retain this information. I'm gonna forget it all by the next stream and I'm gonna call it Foxian again.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Don't let us catch you nosing around here again.
You're a cheeky one. You're lucky I have a sense of humor. Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
Hello. Hello, Yan Ming. Well, I just heard that you were worried that I was gonna come back soon. You got something to say to me? What's up? I'm just gonna go over to my desk and rummage through my own desk, yes. Don't tell me I wasn't here.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look.
Where? There's no drawers. Oh. Okay, the game.
That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first?
We're gonna go through all of them anyway.
A paper kite, personal letters, and a copy of Otherworldly Delights? So Mom likes these kinds of novels? Huh, I thought she'd prefer more heroic stuff. But what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden compartments on the left.
The right
There's
side.
some exhibition material, not sure if it's relevant. This is the Fallen Heroes archive. Mom stored them right next to her. Every time our pilots returned from the battlefield, my mother would tell me never to forget the cost of victory. But what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden compartments on the left. Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
A last letter. Huh? My husband is the one who died, but you're crying more than I am. Still so emotional. First harrowing decision. To mentally be prepared. Hearing the truth how you die. It's been a long time. Still my maternity leave in the rear. Stalemate happening now. I must be very busy. We used to decide on a name for a child. Dragon and Phoenix, huh? After much pondering, I decided to go with the suggestion name of Ting Ni. Oh! The plot thickens. I had to fumble for the right. I had to fumble for the right emote. Whoa! Whoa! What a twist! Alright. And then that's somewhat ominous. Do not let Ting Ni become a jet fighter. Oh. I see. Don't let the child touch the sky. Oh. The drama.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
I haven't seen the new movie yet. Actually, I haven't even seen the original movie, but... Is this the plot of Top Gun Maverick? I know there's an involvement of like second-gen pilots, and one of them is like, what, the kid of the wingman of Tom Cruise who died or something like that? Is this just Top Gun Maverick? I mean, I wouldn't be able to answer that because that's, you know... But, huh. Alright.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter,
It literally
I'm also
was?
her final
Okay.
promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
It is a family affair.
It's fine. I don't need you to do anything. I just want you and Mr. Yang to stand nearby. I'll feel more confident that way.
Da 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 da.
You're all done. Did it go smoothly? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Hello, Yukong. I am Yukong. What the What the hell? I'm too. What the hell?
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Yeah, they probably just didn't feel like re-recording the line
For the
twice.
trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
Okay.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
I'm a shover in the back.
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni.
That's fair.
I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Unless it's you telling me not to be a fighter pilot, in which case I will completely ignore you.
For the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance.
We are now in an Ace Combat cutscene.
Float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea.
I should play Ace Combat on stream sometime.
Loneliness.
I've never played an Ace Combat game. I have enjoyed the franchise as a viewer, but I've never actually played them.
We're friends since childhood. We flew starskiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, The same could be said of yourself.
I don't own a PlayStation. I've never been able to play any of them.
We would strike out.
Remember, the most recent mainline Ace Combat game to be on a non-PlayStation or Xbox platform
witness to it all. The life of a Foxian
is 7, and that's on PC.
Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims.
System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luocha a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
The mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai.
Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai?
Thank you. You go. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingni walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Qingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Sai! Sai!
Goose! Maverick! Goose! Yeah, this is pretty well voice acted. Yeah, like for this game, this is a definite standout.
When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. All I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready. But I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Sai, your father Guangyan. We were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Sai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve?
The
Aeons.
Aeons.
An eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke.
The Aeons are just kind of like the Chaos Gods in Warhammer, you know? They're just kind of
Mom.
doing whatever.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Roll credits. That was a good one. Definitely up there on definitely up there on one of the more impressive companion missions, for sure. I enjoyed that. Oh my god, they were flight pilot. I mean, yeah, well, was that not what they were? One, yeah, Yukong was the pilot and Tai was the WSO, yeah. You fly two-seaters. Pretty much. Wingman. Is this a different quest? I think it's a different quest. Random side quest, huh? Yeah, I guess this is, yeah, it looks like it's, alright, small side quest that we can do another time. You're pretty sure I'll do a maze set? It is a little late, though. Alright, just this once. I'm assuming this is like a small epilogue to it, so... You must be Stella, right? I've heard a lot about you. I'm Wen, especially from the Heron Express. Hey, Secret has told you many Heron Express cargo have been lost in transit. Heron Express wants to commission you to go to the place where these goods were lost and search for them with psychers from a high vantage point. It would be much more efficient than getting people to manually look with the naked eye. Those places were complicated in topography and not very safe. You might encounter some dangers along the way. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and move out. Maybe later. It's not related? Okay. Alright, we'll talk to him. Hi, I'm not interrupting anything, am I? Wait, hang on. Gotta get in front. Wait, there's an wait, why is there another one? Who are you? Who are you? Something's wrong. We've split the space-time continuum. What is going on? Also, I keep messing up expression 2 and 3. What is going on? Hang on. I mean, I know she uses a generic model, so I mean it's just a generic NPC, but still. Alright, come on, let me slip in front. There we go. Yeah, whatever. Let's not disturb them. There is no dialogue, chat. Okay.
This report makes sense.
Oh. Oh, it's one of these. There's no real dialogue to it, it's just a challenge thing. Alright. I'll do that in my own time off stream. I don't think there's much actual story content, it's just a bunch of battles. And unlockable jades. Yep. Okay then. I am going to call it at that. Pull? Pull what? I don't have enough, I'm not pulling. I don't have enough tickets to do the regular pull, chat. No, legitimately, pull what? I don't have tickets. I'm not exchanging jades for regular tickets. On the banner? Chat, I have 3 sustains. I don't need another one. I'm waiting for more DPSs. I don't need a 4th sustain. I already can survive MOC, but I just can't get enough turns done. It's not efficient, is what it is. Alright? Alright. Okay, we're calling it at that. Thank you for watching. I will start Spooky Month starting tomorrow night. We'll be starting to play horror games. Thank you for the bits. I'm not doing it, Tams.
So long.
It's not happening. You know how I am. I'm pragmatic. I plan my pulls. It's not happening. But yeah, I am starting Spooky Month. Starting tomorrow night, we will start playing horror games. I will not be able to promise any funny reactions because I tend to be a very stoic type of player, but hey, I mean, if I actually get scared, then, you know. Alright.
It's been so long.
I will see you guys soon. You pay money for Pokemon Go, you've crumbled. You do be like that. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. We'll probably be playing Amnesia the Dark Descent, so if you want to see me potentially get scared and scream, yeah, tune in for that, I guess. But I can't promise it. Alright. Have a good night.